I am so excited you guys are here for the Infinite Wealth Codes. I am your host, your trainer, your teacher, your mentor, the hostess with the mostest, Clarke. Lou loves to live in delusional land to the point where I have Delulu. You guys probably can't see it, but I have Delulu tattooed on my hand to remind me to not be so analytical, especially when it comes to money. So if you are new here live or watching the recording, I just want to welcome you and say thank you so much for tuning in, showing up, taking time out of your crazy schedule, your amazing life to invest a few moments with me. And if you're watching this on a replay, feel free to 2x this. You can get through it really, really fast unless I start talking really, really fast. Then maybe like 4x. So who is excited about Infinite Wealth Codes? I am, because this is the last time I'm ever doing this. It is a game changer. It is a world changer. It is a business changer, and it is a mind changer. So what I want to do is I actually just really want to get into this with those who are live here with me today. My first question is, and in the chat, just let me know, do you believe that your brain holds programs? Do you believe that your brain holds programs? Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, definitely. Okay, I do too. I do too. We're on the same path. High five, high five, high five. Okay. I love that. And so from this, for sure, yes, definitely. Okay, perfect. So what I want to talk to you about today is the easiest way I have discovered to reprogram my subconscious mind. See, in the world of like mindset, woohooery, I love woohooery, energetics, you hear people talk about subconscious mind. One of the main people I think about all the times is Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you don't know him, check him out. He's a doctor of chiropractic doctor. I don't know why I said that backwards. He is a chiropractic doctor, and he was in an accident, and he was able to he wasn't supposed to be able to walk again. He ended up walking. Now he like helps people reprogram their subconscious minds. It's really cool. But when I listen to him, I'm like, what? What does that word mean? And I was like, I need to figure this out for myself. And I figured out a way that I can reprogram my mind. I figured out a way that I can detach myself from my mind, aka my intrusive thoughts are no longer my intrusive thoughts. And so I want to share some of this with you today. Because my goal is at the end of this training, you will easily be able to pick out the codes that no longer serve you and literally flip them with an energetic shift that's also followed up by an action. How does that feel? Like, does that feel good to you guys? Woohooery. Yeah, I love woohooery. That's what I call it. Woohooery. We're in Delulu world of woohooery. Okay. So let's get in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Just make sure Lou's little head's down in the corner. Yay, us. Yay, us. Lou has a little head. Okay. All right. So Infinite Wealth Codes. My first question to you, if you're watching live, put it in the chat. If you're watching replay, wherever this is like loaded, put it in the comments. Okay. I will be seeing them. They're going to say, hey, so-and-so commented on your video. Put them in. I want to see them. Don't be afraid to share, because if you have the thought, other people have the thought. And the way that you can help the world is by being open as much as you feel comfortable with. Okay. Oh, someone said this sounds like a Dr. Seuss book, The Delulu Land of Woohooery. I should maybe that's my new what do you call that? Memoir. Maybe that's my memoir. Okay, let's get on track. So, what is a current programming belief, not a habit, but a belief, a programming that you are currently believing but you know isn't right? AKA, this could be something your family has taught you, your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, coworkers, mentors, coaches. They've said it, and it usually comes in a saying. So they say something and then it sticks. So let's throw those in the chat. Okay, let's throw those in the chat, because I want to work with those that are live here. I'm gonna work on these with you in this time together, because if you have it, guess what? Other people have it. And I'll actually go first. One of them that currently I know doesn't serve me, but I am still trying to fix, reprogram, is the fact that I need to know how everything works. Like, I'll give you an example. I woke up this morning. I don't remember what time it was, like between 6 and 7 o'clock. I was doing some research on Instagram. Yes, research. I was not streaming or flipping. I'm actually been told by my mentor to do some research on Instagram. So we're doing research on Instagram. All of a sudden, I get a PayPal notification. Stripe notifications do not come to my phone, but PayPal does. I don't know why. Maybe I just haven't turned it off. I don't prefer to see the notifications. I'd rather open my bank and go, oh, that's fun. But this notification came through on PayPal. And it said this person's name, and then it had $999. And at first I thought, is this fraud? Because, put them in the chat. I want to hear from all of you, okay? Because I don't know who this person is, and I don't know what they bought. I was like, first thing was, is this fraud? Like, did someone hack something? So what did I do? I opened up the PayPal, and I went and looked at what they bought. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's our newly named program, the Diamond Business Model. I'm like, but who is this person? I don't know. I don't know who this person is. This person is in Sweden. So all of a sudden I was like, this is really cool. And then I go through kind of this vibe that I have when I see people buying, whether I see it in my emails or people show up or it's in my bank account. Or when my team's like, hey, so-and-so bought something, I just go, wow, they're about to shift their finances. And I'm honored I get to help them do that. Whether it's through making money, mastering money, or multiplying, like that's the thought that literally goes through. It's almost like a sense of gratitude, not towards the money, but to the trust factor that the person's bringing into my world. They trust this. And I love that. So anyways, about half hour later or so, Roger and I like get out of bed and I go, oh, I forgot to tell you. And he's like, what? I said, someone I don't know has bought DBM. I'm getting I love it in acronyms, but the Diamond Business Model, someone's bought it. And I don't know who they are. And they're like from Sweden, which is cool. I've always wanted to see Sweden. And so I looked at him and I go, I wonder how they found us. And he looked at me and goes, why does that matter? And I try to analyze, well, it matters because if I can understand how they found us, then we know that works. And if that works, we can do more of that. And he's like, Lou, you've been putting the links out. You've been sharing about this program everywhere. Like, why does it matter? And I just looked at him, I go, I guess it really doesn't. What matters is she's in. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, there's a programming I need to fix. I don't need to figure out why. I don't need to figure out, even sitting here trying to pre-recording, when everybody popped on, I was kind of like, I was trying to show off a little bit my new sound bites. We have sound bites on our call. We have like these sound bites, like come to Lou's lives because she plays with all these sound bites. So we got like 20 new sound bites put on our stream deck last night. And I was like, can you hear it, Patty? Can you hear it, Claire? And they're like, no. I'm like, husband, come in here. I need you to fix this. They need to hear it. Like, why is it not working? And he's like, do your training. Right? So for me, this is why I have Delulu on my thumb. It's because I need to remind myself, I don't need to analyze everything. I don't need to fix everything. I don't need to analyze it. I don't need to understand it. I need to live in the moment. I need to be delusional, and I need my wealth codes to simply work for me. And that's what I want to share with you today. Okay, so let's go here and see what everybody's got going on. If you're just joining us, hello, in the chat, tell me a code or a programming or a negative mantra or something that was taught to you that you now no longer believe about money, but you know it's still impressed in there. Okay, so what we have is, one second here. Okay, I have to earn or work hard for what I want. Yes, that has been taught by generations. Life is hard. Yes. Yes. You have to start from the bottom to get to the top. Okay. Boo. I love that someone posts theirs and then they're booing other people's like in the most like celebratory way. It's so much fun. I love our groups. I think sub program is working in our life right now. Work hard, play hard. Y'all learned the hard piece today. Do y'all think money's hard? Do y'all think building a business is hard? Like, you're in the right place because none of this is hard. It's not hard. And I'm going to show you. Feels like rest and ease cannot be part of the program. Oh, my heart breaks. This is why I do the work I do. Like my heart literally breaks. You have to work hard for your money. What is with today? You have to work more than 40 hours a week to make money. Patty, you don't even follow that. Like we're starting to knock that shit out of the park. Patty's like, I go to the beach every day, like when it's warm. I love Patty's life. Just like, oh, anyways. Okay. Patty's a private client of mine. So yes, the idea of 9-to-5 schedule being in the mainstream way of live life and make money with a couple of weeks of vacation in a whole year. Just a quick question. Does anybody out there have Disney Plus? I just want to know. I might blow your mind with something here. Success means earning a ton of money. Okay. Asking for help is a sign of weakness. This one's very hard to break though. That's a belief. That is a belief. When you say what it is, and then you have an explanation or an excuse, that is absolutely a hardcore belief, and we can just rock that out right away. Then the response is, yes, sometimes I feel like I broke through, and other times I still feel the struggle. Yeah, because you're human. Oh, I have so much. I'm getting downloads for you guys right now. This is insane. I'm like, now I know why we're doing this for day 2. Okay. Our very conversation, stop the analytics. Yes, Janice, another private. I have a bunch of private clients on here today. It's lovely to see all of you. I love this because it's what I do for business owners who are trying to figure out all the tech things. You don't need to know every single little thing. No. Yeah, I have to work hard for money. It's been hard for me to build my business, or it has felt that way. Also, the idea of hard currency. Woo, what's hard currency? I want to know more about that. Okay. So today, it seems like, I feel like I should do a different talk show that is, what belief is not serving you, and then just kill it. Wouldn't that be a cool one? Okay. Sorry, Lou's coming up with way too many ideas. Let's stick. So it's hard because you don't have results or any evidence of it being easy. But yet, I can also tell you, I gave you proof of easy this morning. Like my story about this morning. What did I say? Someone I don't know, from somewhere I didn't know where from, in the one moment bought something I didn't know what they bought, and they paid in full. What did I do? I have not really shared this program. For those who have been in my world for the last 6 months, we're talking Unicornic. We have finally given Unicornic its big girl name, the Diamond Business Model, because there's a whole story behind that, which join the Diamond Business Model, and I'll teach you the Diamond Business Model, which I literally invented on a whiteboard that is sitting over there. Thankfully, my husband was watching and went, that's a diamond. And I went, oh, and then it was this whole thing. So now that's where that's come from. But the diamond, I have not, so we'll call it Unicornic for a hot second. Where have I marketed this? I haven't put it in my stories. To be honest, I've stopped promoting in my stories because like 20 people are in my stories right now. The algorithm is really weird right now on Instagram. I'm just saying. So where is it? We've been posting a post today, very basic information about building a business. On the last slide, it says DM me Unicornic if you want more information. The ManyChat, you DM Unicornic, ManyChat picks it up, sends you a link, and you buy. Excuse me. But what I want to say to that is this space of like, I still don't know where this person's come from. So can you tell me how, like, could it get any more easier than that? Put a post with a call to action on the last page, on the last slide of the carousel, and tell them to DM you. And here's the link. How hard is that? How hard is that? You know what's hard? You don't know how to set up the automation. You don't know what to say. You don't know who to be. See, making money isn't hard. Getting through the obstacles you believe are in the way is what makes it hard. For the longest time, I had a belief I had to work 9 to 5. So you know what I did? I started taking baths at 9 a.m. I now don't really come into my office until 10. I'm either on a drive, and when I'm on a drive, I'm building something. I was building some of the wealth code stuff today, you'll see, this morning, or I'm working out, or I'm in the bath. I had to create evidence that I don't need to be in my office at 9 a.m. to be a good girl. I want you to understand making money is not hard. Building a business isn't hard. What is hard is the obstacles in your way. Anybody watching Beast Games right now? Beast Games? Okay. American Gladiator? Okay. Hold on a second. I have to ask Roger a question. Wipeout. Anybody watched Wipeout? Like, I'm giving you all the same shows. Beast Games is in there. Wipeout's there. American Gladiator's there. Okay, Celebrity Bear Hunt. Yes, I've watched one episode. I got to get back into that. It was kind of cool. But yes, okay. I'm just not watching them right now. Yeah, no, I get it. But you know what I'm saying? They have to go to obstacles. You want to win the game. You want to win the money. You want to advance to the next round. You have to go through these obstacles. Do you think anybody gets standing and goes, well, that was so easy? If they are, they're full of bullshit. Each level, each obstacle is hard. Okay? It's hard. Think of, we're in the Olympics. Okay, I'm going to take this to Summer Olympics, but I want you to think of for example, the decathlon, right? One person has to do 10 events. And they have coaches for those 10 events so they can get better and better and better. See, in the online coaching industry, the coaching and mentorship has become a place where we are supposed to want to hang on to people because they make us feel in our power. But a real coach gives you the power, gives you the knowledge, the education to get through those obstacles yourself. And what happens is when we start to believe we now need an umbilical cord to someone who puts me back in my power, which I understand, I get it once in a while. But I'm telling you from this space, I am a coach and a mentor who wants to be like, see those 4 balls up there? You're going to bounce across them. You'd be like, Lou, what? I'm like, go. Let's watch you do it. Now let me help you. I'm going to critique it. I'm going to give you a simpler method. The first time you get up and you try and bounce across those balls, I don't know if you're like me, you're going to bounce off the first one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Wipeouts. These 4 big balls they have to bounce across, okay? And you're going to bounce off and land in the water. And I'm going to look at you and go, do it again. You're going to bounce and you're going to knock it to number 2. And then you're going to come to me and I'm going to say, you know what? It's your takeoff. It's how you're not planting your feet. I want you to try this. You do it and you get to the next one. Now you fall off. Okay, do it again. Okay, you know what? Now on that second ball, it's the way you're landing. I want you to land with your feet. Do you see? That's what coaching and mentorship does. So the reason why your business journey is hard, the reason why making money is hard is because you haven't been taught the simplicity. And it is not just let's just feel it. Step into your power, change your identity, and money just shows up. Okay, you know what? Yes, that can happen. But if you don't have infrastructure and strategy to support money falling in your lap, you're going to lose it all. And then you're going to think there's something wrong with you. And I know this because I watch my clients go through this all the time. It's not hard. You just don't know how to yet. Do you know how many people come to me and go, I totally ignore my money? And I'm like, why? They're like, it's too hard. I'm like, what's hard? Like, I guess I just go on and pay bills. Okay. Are you afraid to learn? What do you mean? I'm like, well, if I give you knowledge, I'm going to share this really quickly with you and then we're going to really get into the wealth codes. But everybody's talking about hard, hard, hard. I'm like, guys, it's not hard. You just haven't been given the knowledge. My husband joined the coaching mentorship company full time on January 7th. We've been working together. Just side note, Roger and I have been together since we were teenagers. And it's been a very long time. I love it. But we've been together since we were teenagers. He came home and started working in our bookkeeping business with me back in 2003. Nope, 2004. And then we just sold the bookkeeping business a year ago, last February. And so he for the last few years has just been the main, like he's been the main go-to in the bookkeeping business for the clients that we still have and the team. And so this year, because we've removed most of those clients, I was like, you want to come in and like do stuff over here? He's like, yeah. So we actually moved our offices. He was on the second floor. I was on the main floor. We moved both of our offices down into our basement. We built this beautiful studio. And he's like, what do you want me to do? I said, learn ManyChat. He goes, what is that? I go, just go Google it. It's an automation for DMs. Go Google it. And for about 30 minutes, he's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea. And I just kept saying, I don't know anything about it. Delulu, I don't need to know anything about it. I want you to figure it out. Like, just go figure it out. I don't care how long it takes, go figure it out. He's a master at it now. But it was trial and error, learning. This guy says to do it this way. This one says to do it this way. And we went to change one of our automations. He's like, why did we set this one up this way? I'm like, because we didn't know what we're doing. He's like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Also, he's working on Opus Clip. It's one of our softwares we use. He's working on later.com. Figure it out. Now, we're in a position that we have the time and energy and the financial capacity to sit and figure it out. But you know what I don't have time to figure out? Meta ads. No, I can't even. Like, I'm like, I don't even know where to find the ad thing in Facebook. I go to the Meta, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what it's called. And so I said to my husband, listen, I love learning that we can learn all these softwares and everything. I don't think I can learn this. Like, I just don't think I can do this on my own. It's so intricate. And if you do it wrong, you can spend a crap ton of money. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to hire someone. So one of my CFO clients is also a meta ad expert. So I hired her and we started with her last week. Man, she's kicking my ass. She's like, you need to create this, build this, do this, move this, do this, da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay. And like everything she needs for our next call on Tuesday is already done. So happy. So I invested. I'm going to learn it. And once we learn it and we're running it, she will be there to support me when I need her. That's what business coaching is. The problem is, most people have gone and worked with coaches and mentors who are solely focused on power and identity, that you feel good when you're working on your power and identity, but then when it comes to actually putting money through the company or building on social or creating a new community platform or doing new offers or creating funnels or creating a sustainable business, you don't have it. You don't have it. And that's why it's hard. So understand, we have to shift this code that you all have, that working, like making money is hard, building a business is hard, to be building a business is easy. I just haven't found the easy button yet. Building a business is easy. I just haven't found the right person to show me how to build an easy business. Building a business is easy. I'm now looking for the right person. Do you see how we're shifting that? And that changes the weight. Okay? So I just want to say that for 100%. I trust you enough to do something that terrifies me. Yes, I went through that before I found you, and now it keeps getting easier and easier. Stick with me. I will help you build an easy business. I will help you do easy money. That should be the Staples button. That was easy. Like literally, that should be my piece. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm reading what you guys are saying. You're so cute. Okay, I love this about you and your leadership. There's no hierarchy, only gifts we have. Yes. Even in some of my programs, like, ooh, I want to teach this. Can I bring so-and-so in? I'm going to be creating, okay, side note, I'm going to tell you something. Can you hear if I whisper? Can you hear me if I like whisper? Okay, we're going to create a money summit. And I'm going to bring in a whole bunch of money people that are actually fun. I want to share that. I want to bring like the ones I think are great. I want to bring them together. So like, it's not for like a while, but I'm just saying, this is the thing I'm percolating on. I already know, like in our profit mastermind, my mastermind is 1 year. It's really cool. We do 2 calls a week. They have Telegram. We're going to meet in person. I'm so excited this fall. I've even said to them, are you guys cool if I bring in like some of my clients who are like specialists in XYZ? They're like, can you? Not many coaches and mentors bring other professionals and gurus in because they're afraid someone's going to take their clients. Talk about a wealth code that needs to be programmed. Okay. I'm doing February cash outflow, Lou. I'm praying. Okay. I'm paying you, girl. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. This is so good. Okay. Let's jump in. I just want to go through that first. Business doesn't need to be hard. Money doesn't need to be hard. So what are we writing? Building a business is easy. I just haven't found the easy button yet. Added this to my list of affirmations that feel true and I work with regularly. Yeah. By the way, if you guys are all using I am statements, the one element, people are like, I am statements work and it's from the Bible and it's all good. Yep. Okay, great. Perfect. But if you're like, I am wealthy, but you've never experienced an energetic side of wealth, your body will like repel it really, really fast. So like as I'm building, especially when I was $3 from bankruptcy, I didn't really use I am statements. I was like, oh, I do love money. Like that was real. So I want you to find certain programming in your heart instead of just doing, I am this and I am that, because subconscious brain goes, no, you're not. No, you don't. What do you think? Why are you thinking that way? That's never happened. Doesn't matter. So like, I could be like, wow, I really love money. Like that, to the point where like, you guys can see my walls are pink, right? Wow, I really like my pink walls. Like I really do like my pink walls. That's real. But to be like, oh, I like my black walls. My brain's like, liar. They are not black, they're pink. That's what happens is when you have such a programming in your mind and you try and change it with like, I am this, your brain goes, lies, liars, not doing that. No, no. So change it to something you actually can find truth in. Okay. Really important. The other thing I want to bring to you before we get into these wealth codes is this space of, I learned this a while ago. And the way I learned it was when I wanted to stop arguing with a human being. I don't remember who it was. Definitely wasn't my husband. We don't argue. We're perfect. I love you. Okay. But just being funny. But anyways, I don't know if he can hear me or not. He might have his headphones on. He's probably thinking, geez, listen to her talk all the time. Put my headphones in. He's probably like, thank you everybody for distracting her for 90 minutes. No, I'm only kidding. So what I will say is this, whatever you believe is true for you. I think this came from having a conversation with one of my kids. And maybe they were like, I like my blue socks. I'm like, dude, they're purple. No, they're not. They're blue. And I'm like, they're purple. No, they're not. Anybody have like that kind of like, yeah, right? At some point you have to be like, whatever's true for you, buddy, whatever's true for you. Why do I want to change somebody else's belief? It's none of my business. So as I'm sharing these with you, if you don't feel it for you, that's okay. That's okay. People are allowed to have their own beliefs. If we all believe the same thing, this place would be pretty boring. I do this all the time with clients. Yep. If that's what you believe, right? You come to me as like a mindset client and you're like this, I'm like, okay, let me lay it out. Like I will, if you're paying me to like crush that bullshit in you, I'll definitely do it. But I want you to understand as we go through these wealth codes, whatever you believe is true for you. Okay. But then I'm going to ask you this, is what you're believing is your truth. Is it serving you? It's a thought. Okay. All right. You can also add becoming to it. I am becoming wealthier. That might work, but still there's an element that it may not work because your brain's like, well, what does becoming mean? It's like sometimes people say like your brain doesn't understand or the universe doesn't understand not or no or like a negative. Like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not sick. And then someone gets sick. Just remember, in the end, this world, this life you live is a mirror. It's simply a reflection of what you're thinking and feeling inside your body. That's really the truth. If you don't like it, you got to change it. But we don't know how to change it. We're going to do that now. Are you guys ready? You guys ready? You ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go. So number one, lean into easy. Remember I said, you guys all thinking work is hard? What's easy for you? What is so easy for you that you said something like, man, every time I do this, if I got paid $1, I'd be a millionaire. Wow, if I got asked that question, every time I get that question asked all the time. If I got paid $1 for every answer, I'd be a millionaire. There's something. What is that? What is that for you? What is the easy thing? What is so easy? And I'm not saying in your business, this could be anything. I want you to understand the mentorship I'm in right now. I got to fix my mic. It's driving me crazy here. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? We're good? Okay. The mentorship I'm in right now is it's memberships. Okay. And I'm watching people build multi-6-figure and 7-figure memberships, teaching people how to draw, how to paint, how to play video games, how to dance, how to not hit your children, how to hear God's voice, how to journal. I literally could open up my directory right now and look at every single one and tell you how to make sourdough. They simply took what was easy for them and hard for others, and they figured out how to monetize it. Money is easy for me. I actually think it's crazy that people think it's hard. What's your crazy? Oh my God, Lou, I did this year. I leaned into easy, and now I had 4 months of steady recurring income. Like oh, okay, wait. Okay, there we go. That's Cheryl's noise. I'm going to name these all different. Instead of it saying applause, it'll be like Patty and Cheryl and Clara. That'll be fun. Everybody has their own buttons. Roger, we need 500 sounds. Everyone gets named something different. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe one day. That would be his job full time. Just be my sound guy. Okay, that's easy. So for example, talking about Roger learning ManyChat, learning how to stack a Stream Deck, right? Like it sounds funny, but like you guys are, what's a Stream Deck? I'm going to just flip it over. Can you guys see that? That's a Stream Deck. That's what I'm pushing buttons on so y'all can see it as I break it. I have to learn not to play with the man's toys though. That's the important part. Okay, I want that sound. Clara wants this one. Okay. Oh my God. I said earlier, we're going to have a call where Lou just says, come live. I'll let you hear all my sounds. Okay. So I want you to really think about what is something that's so easy to you. Do you know what I think would be really cool? My father-in-law loves puzzles. And every Christmas, he just does puzzle after puzzle. This past Christmas, we gave him an advent calendar, and every day is a puzzle, and he just loved it. And he's in his mid-60s, so it's not like he's like 80 or 90 years old. And, you know, I sometimes think, like, what if you live streamed putting a puzzle together? Do you know how many people the only thing I really follow online is a breeding farm. I think she's in Tennessee. And definitely before I go to bed, I watch all her reels on Facebook. Okay. And she's in foaling season. That's where the horses are having their babies. So she decided she would live stream watching the horse in its stall overnight. And I was like, I'm curious. I went on at like 11 o'clock at night, and the horse is just standing there. Nothing's happening. There's 15,000 people watching. And the conversations that are coming up. Do you not think she's monetizing on YouTube? She now has 5.3 million followers on Facebook. She has a subscription on Facebook. Now, her thing that is easy for her cost her a lot of money. because she has this huge farm and she breeds cattle and goats and donkeys and mini horses and horses, and she's making money that way. But how easy was it for her to go, you know what, let's just turn on a camera? That's easy. She created a whole nother stream of income by simply turning on a camera. And now she has her own like Shopify store where you can go buy merch with her animals' faces on the clothes or on mugs. What are you not leaning into that is easy? You know what's easy for Lou? Talking. And people listen because I have a mission. So what did Lou do? She created Money Talks with Lou Clarke. Threw it up on social media last week, gave it a whirl, seemed to be good. Okay, let's start Tuesday. This week, we were live every day on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Be nice if y'all went to SpeakPipe. Cheryl, you missed that. You got to go. SpeakPipe, push the record button, leave me a voice message, ask me questions. Literally I'm like, please, can someone pick my brain so I can answer some really cool questions online? You don't have to leave your name. You don't have to leave your email. You don't even have to tell me who you are in the voice note. Hey, Lou, how do I make more money? That's probably like a question that should be asked. So we are now actually creating, after doing it 5 times, today will be day 6. After doing it 5 times, Roger's like, okay, we need like a schedule. We need show notes. We need da-da-da. And I'm like, let's go. Next level. This feels easy. Money Talks will become a podcast that we record in studios one day. I know it because it was supposed to be a Telegram channel. And I stopped it really quickly because I knew it was going to become something bigger. Why? Because I just realized if I lean into easy and show up, you know what's not easy for most people about showing up online and being consistent is people not watching, people not liking, people not following, people not watching your social media not grow. Ask me in 3 weeks. Maybe I'll be like, this is such a waste of time. No, it's not. Because it's getting me closer to the North Star of the mission we're on. See, it only becomes hard when I decide it becomes hard. Things in your life only become hard when you decide they're hard. How many of you know how to wash dishes or use a dishwasher? I'm just reading your notes. How many? Anybody? I am the dishwasher. Me. Okay. So my question is, was there a time where you didn't know how to do dishes? I'm the king of dishes. There's a time you didn't know how to do that. There was a time you didn't know how to wash dishes in a sink or put dishes in a dishwasher and push a button. Do you remember sitting there going, I don't know what to do with my hands. Why is there a cloth? What do I do with a sponge? How much soap to water whatever that metric is that I need? No, you probably went, well, I got a dirty dish. I guess we'll just pour some water in. We'll just put probably way too much soap in. But you know what? You got to learn. Wash the dish. Now it's full of soap, so maybe I rinse it. Okay, now I need a strainer for my dishes. Okay, I got to buy one of those. When I was 6. Yeah, when you were a toddler, 80s and 90s, kids doing chores once you could reach the sink. I remember my mom teaching me how to wash dishes by hand. But do you sit at the sink now and go, wow, I remember a day when I couldn't wash dishes? No. Why? Because it's easy. Why? Because you learned. Why is it easy? Because you learned. Because now you do it all the time. You know, one thing that has not been easy in the last 30 years, and I still can't figure it out, and please do not send me YouTube videos on the how-to, because I've watched them. I'm just over it. There's a point where lean into easy doesn't work in one situation in life. Lean into easy does not work, and there is a simple move you can make to make it easy. It's folding those damn fitted sheets, okay? That's not easy. I don't care who you are. I'm sure you got it perfectly done, and I've tried all the videos. I'm like, screw it. Fold, 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 shove it in the cupboard. We're good. Like, this is the second part to lean into easy I want to talk to you about, because there's this energy where if we try too hard to make it easy, we're putting our pressure and our energy into the wrong source. So every once in a while, you pay someone. You fold, flip, and throw it in the cupboard. Or you do what Lou does. She uses one set of sheets, takes them off the bed, washes them, put them back on the bed. So I never have to fold a freaking set of sheets in my life ever again. So there's a way that when you're leaning into easy and you can't make it work, you find an easier way. Okay? I can do it. I'm a pro. Y'all show offs is what you are. I used to be in housekeeping laundry. I did a project in college explaining how to do it. I got 100% because I made it simple. Other people had very complicated projects. I should do a video. Do you understand that this you could get paid for? If you made it a mission to just teach people how to fold a fitted sheet, you could be a millionaire. But guess what? Your brain says that's too easy, so it's not possible to make money at it. I call bullshit. This is what I'm saying. Y'all are making life and business too hard. Mr. Beast got his start by counting to, it was either 10,000 or 100,000 live on YouTube. You want to hear the story? Go watch Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Mr. Beast. I really think Mr. Beast, like, he's young enough to be my kid. And I feel like a real proud mom watching him, because this is a guy who could care less about money. All he's doing is he's driven to create amazing content to make the world laugh. That's literally what he wants to do. Okay. I love his thoughts on money. It's just really fun to watch. But he started by count like 1, 2. He goes, I was watching. He goes, I was watching a show. So I was watching the show and just counting. People didn't realize they thought I was just staring at a wall. But he sat there for, I think it was like 50 hours, something ridiculous, going 1, 2, 3. Would you tune into that? Somebody did. I ask you now, what are you making way too hard in your life and business that's preventing you from making money? That thing annoys you, the one no one knows how to do. That's the same thing. Yes. Do you know how many people come to me and said, Lou, your kids really seem to have their money shit together? They better. There's reasons, but they better have their money shit together. This is who their mother is, right? Well, how do I teach my kid? And I'm like, it's not that hard. Be open. They're like, yeah, but I can't figure it out. So why am I not pursuing that? Well, we are, just in a different way. Eventually, because it takes a long time. Okay. The setup and flow of others, of offers containers, just confidence at the moment. Yeah. Listen, confidence is a real thing. Time scheduling is a real thing. Lack of knowledge is a real thing. Like, it's all real. But my question is if you know that's a hard thing, why are you not seeking help for it? I know I cannot reach 200,000 people without doing meta ads. Unless I have just let me chase Purelator trucks around the city, known as a crazy lady who cries and chases Purelator trucks, because that was my viral video. That's not how I want to change the world, right? So I want you guys to understand, you just need someone to teach you, just like someone taught you how to do dishes or how you learn to fold a fitted sheet. I won't hold it against you. I know how to do I know how to do email automation with email marketing platform. I just haven't been able to afford the subscription to the platform yet. Okay, kit.com is free. So now what's your excuse? And I say that with so much love. Kit.com is free. KIT.com. I'm not an affiliate. I really should be, but it's free. And all they'll do is at the end of the email, they'll probably do a couple little promotions for people. Yeah, kit.com. It used to be called ConvertKit, but it's free. Okay. I went from Active Campaign that I used for 11 years to kit.com to save over $1,500 a year. So like big deal. Like, okay. That's the thing. See, Gabrielle didn't know. There are paid options, but there is a free offer. Like there's a free option now. Okay. She didn't know, but if she didn't say that, she wouldn't have found out. So that's my second piece. For you to lean into easy, what questions are you not asking? Okay, so a little homework on lean into easy. If you want to take notes or you want to type it out or you want to think about it later, this is the action part, because to program your mind, which I'll talk about in just a second, I believe you need the energy and the strategy. So we do the words, the emotions, affirmations, if you like, with action. So in regards to the wealth codes, this is how I separate it, because I talked about it and then I didn't go there. I believe my brain is a computer and I get to choose the apps or the programs it plays. Sometimes, like Siri on the back of computers and phones plays in the background. So when you say, hey, Siri, and they pop up, yes, right? That's playing in the background. You might not know they're playing in the background. You can go shut that off. I shut mine off. I have a client named Sarah, and every time I would say her name in my phone, Siri would pop up. I'm like, I'm not talking to you. Turn it off. Okay. So I don't think of my mind as the subconscious mind. I don't think of it as a part of me. I truly believe it is a computer that my spirit, my energy works with. And if I don't like the programs, I simply change the programs. And I like to change them in real time. My husband and I had a conversation with a client this morning. And after the conversation, my husband was like, did you realize this, this, and this? I went, I do now. Program changed. Like that fast. Did you notice you went down this rabbit hole? Did you notice you did this? So it's great too if you have someone on the outside that that you respect their opinion, or just to be an observer for you so that they can see it. But I'm telling you, if you see your brain or your subconscious mind as a computer instead of something that's a part of you, it is easier to reprogram. I have no emotions or feelings attached to my programs. I just don't. If something's not working for me mindset-wise, let's change it, please. It's like people who want to get in shape and all they do is complain about not being in shape, but yet they won't change their eating habit or their exercise. I'm the person who goes, you know what? My body's a little stiff. Hey, hubby, can we go get like a rubber mat for underneath my desk so I can put my walking pad back down there and I can walk? He's like, yeah, when do you want to go? I'm like, right now. Did that yesterday. Walked for an hour and a half at my desk while I built stuff. See, leaning into easy is also making fast decisions. When you make fast decisions or you take fast action, that's part of your reprogramming. Okay? So lean into easy. And what are you not allowing to be easy? Because there's money to be made in your ease. Okay? There's money to be made in your ease. I want to do sourdough videos and tutorials. I don't have the counter space for it. Angle videos, I can say this because she's been around forever. Blah, 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 blah. I am looking at getting a neck thingy for my phone to make the video so I can start. Okay. Love the second part. Don't like the first part. So I want to do sourdough videos. So I am going to buy a neck brace that holds my phone. I'm going to figure the rest out. See how I shifted that? Don't do the other stuff. I don't have this. Who cares? When you say, I want to do this, but I don't have this, or this, you just told your subconscious programming we can't do it because we don't have this stuff. I did some research. I said last night and this morning, I was doing some research, and I said to my husband, the only people I could find doing money are blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter who it is. I said, their ad, they all kept popping up in ads. I said, their ads are really good. And he's like, okay. I said, but then when I click on their like social media, they have barely any followers and their videos aren't good. Like their social media is not great. Like, I really hope you're making a lot of money off your ads, because you're definitely not making money off your social media. And I'm saying that with so much love and respect, because I think it's insane that they're like putting themselves out there, because most of the world won't do that. But I'm the person, if you're going to put yourself out there, put yourself out there. And so like really go at it, not just post 5 or 6 posts in the year, and make sure they're good. Like if you're going to talk about money, don't tell me why you like decorating for Christmas. I don't freaking care. How does that help me with my money problem? Right? Attach it to, I like to decorate for Christmas and I save a lot of money. Here's how. Okay, now I'm interested. So we were driving this morning and I said, dude, I don't want to be one of these. He goes, Lou. And I said, what? He goes, what did you just say? And I was like, I don't, that I don't. He's like, yep. And I'm like, oh, he goes, why don't you just say you're going to blow all these people out of the water by 10x? I'm like, ooh, I like that. Because if I can blow all these people out of the water 10x, it means my mission is getting accomplished, which is to help over 200,000 entrepreneurs fix their money shit. Take the I don't out of everything. Unless you're like, I really don't want to do that. That's different. But I don't have this, and I don't have this, and I don't know how this, and I don't have the. Figure out how to take the don't out. That's how you lean into easy. Okay. What are you not allowing to be easy? Yeah. See, I shouldn't have used not in there, but I did it because I want you to hear the negative. Because right now, sometimes our computers, our subconscious are programmed to just feel the negative. Okay. And then I'm going to say this is not part of wealth codes. We're still just on slide 1, but if you take enough of your energy and attention and you're focusing on negative stuff, what would happen if you took that energy and focused on positive things? Like, to be honest, I know enough about what's going in the world to be educated, but not enough to be involved. Did you just pick up what I said? I know enough to be educated, but not enough to be involved. And the moment I try and be involved, that's when I'm putting too much energy into it. Okay. What does that look like? So let's just pretend Olympics. I'm not sitting in front of a TV for 12 hours a day watching Olympics. That's involvement. I literally turn on my phone. I go to Olympics or Canada Olympics. And I'm like, what's going on? Oh, they won a medal. Oh, that's the educated part. Okay. What are you struggling to allow to be easy? Is that better? Yeah. Or you could even say, how can I make this easier? Like simple. Our brains or computers actually like process at like a grade 5 level. You guys ever heard that in marketing, right? Like a grade 5 can read it? It's because we process at a grade 5 level. Some of us are grade 3 level. So what can we say that's super, super like just basic? How can I make this easier? That's what I would say. Oh, we have a dog. Sorry, guys. I emancipated myself from negatively charged relationship where the person was a victim and all the time magically in my life got so much easier. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Just point your energy in a different direction. Okay. One of my favorites, don't make plans, make moves. I've talked about this throughout this last hour. If we're all just sitting here planning, writing shit on a whiteboard or on notes or like big PowerPoints or iPads or scribble papers or whatever, all we're going to do is plan what we're going to do. We're not going to make money. I would rather you make the move and not know what to do next. So I'll give you an example. Earlier this week, Roger and I were on the whiteboard. And I was like, okay, well, this is cash flow. And I start drawing something out. And Roger looks at it and goes, that's a diamond. And I went, I had words. Like, holy shit, that's it. Like, yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. And he looked at me and goes, wait a minute. And then I just started crazily writing. Within 15 minutes, I'm in an email, or actually I'm on a text with my graphic designer. I'm going to see if I can actually find it for you because I think it'd be really cool to show you or tell you. I even took a picture of it for her. Let me go and see. I said, oh my gosh, Wednesday at 4:20 p.m. Oh my gosh, the ideas are flowing. Why are you not around? LOL, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it was, but I do need to talk to you. And then, so that was at 4:20. And then at 5:19, she still hasn't messaged me yet. I pay her well to annoy her. Hey, it's me again. I have an urgent change for you. Can you let me know if you have time tomorrow? We're changing Unicornic as soon as possible. She's like, yeah, I was driving. I can help you tomorrow. From, oh my God, this is an idea, to it being a reality was moments. I didn't have a plan. I just knew it had to move. You know how it came up? I said to Roger, I've been feeling a lot of pressure. Not money pressure, just pressure to move forward, pressure to create. And he said, well, look at what you're doing. He said, a lot of businesses are built under pressure. And he goes, diamonds are built under pressure. And I'm like, okay, now we have to do this thing. Like, I cannot. And then the universe just started sending sign after sign, like driving down the street. Now there's this thing about diamonds and like all these crazy things. Could you imagine if I decided to plan it all out before I changed it? And I'm mid-launch, BTW. We're mid-launch. At the time of this recording, this program starts February 23rd. And I was starting it through Chinese New Year because it's the year of the horse. And I'm like, why be a horse when you can be a fucking unicorn? Well, guess what? All that marketing's going out the window and we're moving it. Why? Because I move. I don't plan. I plan for future. I plan for the North Star, but I don't have a plan. Money Talks was sitting, like the graphics have been sitting there for like 6 months because it was going to be a different program. And I went, how basic can I take this and how can I just help people? I know, let's go do a live. Let's see if this works. Roger, can we stream from here? I don't know. Let's see if we can figure it out. You guys might watch my business and go, wow, she's like, well, if you're close enough, I don't have my shit together. But you might be like, wow, like her marketing's on. She's got this. She's got this. Da-da. I got nothing planned. My calendars are planned. Our calls supporting our clients is planned. But where I'm taking this business, I know a couple of my North Stars. And I'm like, what do I need to do to get there? This. Okay, let's go do it. See, the thing is when you make plans and not moves, it's because you are afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to fail. I don't care because I don't see it as a failure. I'm in a place of like, oh, well, I tried. The Infinite Wealth Society, little logo on the left there was a big aha epiphany drop into my energy last February when I was in Vegas. I softly launched it in November. I had 190 people in this really cool hub. And then I went, it's not time for this yet. I gave them some information, gave them some freebies, invited them to the wealth codes. The launch, it's just a long runway. Because I'm not making plans for it. I'm making small moves, but in order for it to take off the way I want it to take off, I got to focus over here. Okay. I want you guys to just move, do the thing. Who cares if it's shitty? It's interesting. We tried the whole Money Talks last week. It was funny. I was like, go watch it. It's like, go watch it. The first whatever seconds is horrible on especially Instagram. I'm like staring. Because I don't know how all this is working. I don't know where I'm live. I don't know where I'm talking to people. And then my husband's like, are you going to take it down? I said, hell no. That's my Mr. Beast 10,000 count, baby, or whatever he counted to. Okay. Well, it's awkward too, because I'm running it through a streaming service. So when it says I'm live over here, but Instagram doesn't say I'm live, I don't think I'm live, but we are live. I nailed it yesterday. I don't care if I fail. One of your main issues with inside your own wealth codes is you guys care if you fail. Why? Why do you care? Who cares? Don't make it mean something. Okay. Then we talk about swinging at the curveballs. If your failure is a curveball, just try and hit it again. Understand that how many of you have curveballs in your life? Meaning it's coming in. If you guys know it, sorry, I should move away from my microphone. It's coming, the pitcher throws the ball, you're the batter, and it comes in, and all of a sudden it goes like to the left, to the right. It sinks down. You're like, I thought it was coming straight. I thought I was going to hit a home run. Freaking striked out. Damn curveballs. How many of you had curveballs in your life? I had a big one. Being pregnant with baby number 3 and losing 80% of our income because my client didn't think I could handle being their bookkeeper and have 3 kids. Nearly put us in bankruptcy. Lived off of peanut butter and jam sandwiches, ground beef and mashed potatoes, and spaghetti. If you ask my kids these days, like, hey, what do you want for supper? They're like, not spaghetti. I might get in with ground beef and mashed potatoes if it's in a shepherd's pie. They ate so much of it growing up. That curveball of literally dragging ourselves out of near bankruptcy. When I say near bankruptcy, for those that are new to my world, credit cards maxed out, mortgage maxed out, line of credits maxed out, enough to pay our mortgage, our utilities, and our property tax, and a little bit of groceries. I remember I have to go to my clients and be like, hi, can I get my check early? They're like, milk? I go, yeah. Went to another client, hey, I'm looking to make some extra cash. Can I clean your office? Instead of paying the cleaner, well, I'll come in once a week and clean for you. I didn't care. I did what needed to be done. That curveball of being near bankruptcy is why I teach money. And if I didn't teach money, we wouldn't be helping the people we're helping. The cash flow club wouldn't exist. Piggy bank plan wouldn't exist. The diamond business model wouldn't exist. I want y'all to make a shit ton of money so you can have the life you want and create the world around you want. Maybe donate, maybe start a charity, maybe give to one of your favorite charities. But you know what? Sometimes we're too afraid to bring our curveballs back to the surface because of how it made us feel. But if you realize the curveball you went through, you're a completely different person now. You can then disassociate yourself with the curveball so that you can now teach the curveball teach how to hit the curveball so that you can prevent other people going through it as well. Okay? So what are you not swinging at right now that's sitting in your life that you've gone through? I have a client, I don't think she's on here. We have a client named Jennifer Bloom. You should check her out online. Jennifer, I've known Jennifer for a few years. She came into my world for mentorship last year. Midway through the mentorship, she found out she had cancer. I think ovarian cancer. It was a female cancer. That's what I remember. And I've never held anybody through that before. And last month, she showed up on one of our calls, laying in the hospital, attached to all the gadgets and gizmo as she was getting chemotherapy. She showed up on our call in the midst of chemo. I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, I need this. I need this. I need the support. I need this. She is such a badass. Yeah. I need this. Lou, this is a lifeline. I was like, whew, no pressure. Okay. And I know there's no pressure. But we were talking about her journey and everything it's brought to her. It's a massive curveball. She didn't see it coming. And she's turning that curveball into something amazing and helping women get in tune with their bodies and create happiness and bloom within their life. It's a curveball. Or she could have just took it laying down and said, I'm not showing anybody anything I'm going through. She put shaving her head online. remember saying to her, I can't wait until you show up with a bald head. That's going to be freaking amazing. Like that was the energy we held for her. It's a curveball. She will monetize it somehow, some way, because people need to hear it. People need that kind of mentorship. It's like why people that are having pregnant and giving birth hire doulas. Okay, I want you guys to think about that. What curveballs are you not swinging at? Okay, confidence is money. If you lack confidence, you will lack money. And I don't mean you need to be confident 24/7, but when you show up, you need to be confident in what you know. AKA, you don't have to be the most confident person in the world, but when you show up to teach X or to serve Y or to create Z, you own your confidence. Okay? So if I was going to sell this hair clip, because I'm a hair clip connoisseur, because we have quite a few, right? I wouldn't be like, so hi, my name's Lou, and like I sell hair clips, and like you can like put them in your hair, and like this one's flat and this one's spiky. So like you can put them in your hair. Like if you want one, you can message me, but I mean you could. Or if you're like, hey, I'm Lou and I freaking love hair clips. Look what this one does. It can put it up like this and we can hold it this way. One thing I don't love about it is you see how the teeth come out of it? Yeah, that's not cool. So what I actually do is I buy the flat ones and I put the flat one in my hair. And then that way it's got a really sleek line. So if you want my opinion, you should buy the ones that are without teeth because they actually look better and they feel better. So if you want this one, DM me because I have them on special right now. I'm the same person. I'm just confident in what I'm selling. Do you guys see that? I don't have to be a confident person. I just need to be confident in what I'm selling. And if you can't be confident in what you're selling, people will not buy it because they don't believe you. So when people talk about confidence is key, show up confident. Can we just strip that shit down a little bit? Be confident in what you know. Okay? If I bring my husband in and I'd be like, I don't even know, I'd have to like, Roger, sit here and talk about wealth codes and confidence. He'd be like, I don't know what you want me to say. I'd be like, Roger, tell me about a 2500 diesel, blah, blah, blah. He'd be like, oh, well, the diesel, blah, 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 blah. Why? Because he's confident in what he knows. You do not need to be a confident individual and have this confidence, this identity confidence to make money. You need to be confident in you need to be confident in what you sell. So when people are like, well, I lack confidence. Yeah, but do you know this? Oh, well, I know this, blah, blah, blah. Confidence turned on. Confidence is money. And all you have to do is be confident in what you're selling and what you're offering. Does this make sense? Does this make sense for you guys? Okay. Your creativity is your currency. This goes with lean into easy. What can you get creative? Sorry, I went 4 different ways there. What are you creative at? How can you get creative? I'll give you an example. I was thinking the other day, I haven't added new one-on-one clients recently, and I have increased the price. So maybe I'm not selling it. Well, maybe what I need to do is, this is me being creative. Maybe what I need to do is I need to create an offer that's like an intensive, and I literally look up like this while I'm creating. I don't know why, it's just the thing. I'm sure there's some scientific mumbo jumbo for it. But like I need to create an intensive offer that will get people into my energy one-on-one where I can shift their cash flow within 2 hours. I could easily do that. Here's the template. Here's the setup. Here's what I need beforehand. Here's what happens afterhand. Okay, I've got 3 spots. I'm going to start them at this price. When those 3 spots fill up, I'm going to increase the price and do 3 more spots. When those 3 spots, so forth and so on, till I get to the desired amount of money I actually want to make off of these. The goal, though, is to convert them into 6-month, 12-month clients. Okay. Do you guys all see the creativity there? Can you feel it? Okay. So here's where I make a plan and not a move. Okay. Well, I should probably like create a sales page. So maybe I'll ask like, Erica, my website guru, if she can make up a sales page, yeah, probably take 10 days by the time we're all said and done. But make a move and not a plan is let me go to a Google Doc. Let me write out what I want to say to people and I'll forward them the Google Doc and I'll sell from a Google Doc. That is the creativity turning into currency with me making a plan me making a move and leaning into easy by just doing it. I had this offer created and put together. I had to stop because I had to work on some things, but from start to finish without any interruptions, 90 minutes. 90 minutes. And it could easily make me, if 3 people bought every single month, $10K a month. Easy. I got creative. Where are you not being creative in your business to easily make money? Okay. Really important. Let's go to the next one. I want to keep you on time. Embrace your conviction. Have you noticed I'm very convicted about people fixing their money mindsets simply because I know what it's going to take for you to fix your cash flow? And it's not just strategy. We have to be in a space where we can take the mindset, the energetics, and mix it. I can give you the best cash flow strategy. Meaning, here is how you do your outputs and inputs of your cash. Make it flow. Where does it start? Where does it end? How much do you have? How much are you spending? I can give you my spreadsheets. I can give you a to-do. Here's the instructions. It will not register because we don't have the wealth codes. We don't have the computer programmed to work with it. It's like, how many of you went through a math class in high school and you don't remember the class? You don't remember what you learned? Yeah. That's only when you work with strategy. This is why I have such a conviction around bringing the energetics and the strategics of money together. Not many people do this. I don't see how they operate without each other. I can't see it. I am so convicted that I need feminine and masculine energy to make money babies. That's my conviction, and I'm embracing it, and I'm running with it. So my question to you is, are you trying to simply just make money and sell shit, or are you actually sitting in your conviction? Because when you're in your conviction, that automatically creates confidence and people buy. That's what it is. I want you to think about what problem does your conviction solve? You sell that, you'll have more money than you know what to do with. 100%. Okay, next one. I love this one. Your business is none of your business. I've said this so many times. I say this all the places. You should not be building a business that you want. You need to build a business that people need. AKA, I would love to have a business where I raise chickens and have vegetable gardens and have a donkey and sell the eggs. I think that'd be a cool business to have. Probably won't make much because everybody can go buy freaking eggs at the grocery store. Or you can buy them right from direct, right? Like, oh, I have 4 chickens. Wait 4 days. I'll get you a dozen. Like, are you kidding? Like, I don't know. I'm just, right? Like, you have to build a business that's for your people. When I look at how my business flows, there's one part where I'm like, this one thing doesn't really fit. And then we take it to the pillars where like, it actually does fit. It fits under making money. And I'm like, then let's run with it. People need it. People love it. They think it's great. Well, let's show the rest of the world how great it is. But if we came on here now and Lou was like, let's teach you, I don't even know, my God. Let me be the one to teach you how to build chairs. Or I now have a product line. Hair clips, like you should buy them because now I think I'm Kim Kardashian with new hair clips. Like I'm doing hair clips because I like it. not because the world needs it. The second thing I want to say on this, your business is none of your business. I want you to think about, you probably think people are watching you. People are watching your business. People are thinking things about you, saying things. It's none of your business. Let them go say, think, feel whatever about you. Who cares? Someone unsubscribes or unfollows. You're like, oh my God, I lost a follower. Who cares? Who cares? I don't want anybody who doesn't want to be here. You know what I did in December? I closed my entire email list and went, let's start over. Why not? That feels fun. I have a 68% opening rate on my daily email that goes out at midnight with 238 people on it. I think that's pretty cool. The other 1,000+ people, I'm none of their business, and they're none of my business. This will help you build confidence. I love the Midnight Muse. We're so close to thinking about changing the name. Someone said to me, you should call it Clarke After Dark. And I'm like, oh, now I don't know. Midnight Muse or Clarke After Dark. I think they're so good. That's fun too, right? He's like, why are you, it's actually my email coach. Why are you not calling it Clarke After Dark? And I'm like, what? How do I change it? I like it too much. So I don't know what we're going to do. I'm just sitting. See, I'm not making a move because I have no plan, but like that one, it's like the Midnight Muse works really, really well. It's my muse. The stuff I share in there, it's juicy. I talked about being a arrow last night. It's juicy stuff. Okay. But if people unsubscribe to that, that's not my problem. It's none of my business. Let's just keep going. This will build you confidence. Okay. The next one I absolutely love, beyond a shadow of a doubt, shift your perspective and you'll shift your problem. So when you look at your energy going out, where is it going? Is it going to, I don't know how, this is too hard, I don't have enough, look what they're doing, blah, 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 blah. This is like where I probably play Minion music if I had it. Or are you like, take that and go over here and go, how can I create this better? What does it look like if I move forward? How do I take the next step? What if I do this? What if I do this? What if I go in the right direction? What if I just F around and find out? Shift your perspective. So instead of nobody's buying my thing, literally be like, you know what? Everybody needs my thing. And the reason they're not buying is because I'm not putting out the right information. So how do I put out the right information? Ask the questions, the information follows. You need to shift your perspective of your business. You need to shift your perspective. I'll give you a really quick one. And I promise we're going to go a couple minutes over. Just stay with me till the end. I'm going to give everybody to my wealth frequency playbook. If you're in the Cash Club, you guys have access to it. But if you're not in the Cash Club, I will make sure you guys have that as well. But what I want to say is, like, I was talking to my coach last week, and he was talking about borrowed audience and how there's organic, borrowed, and paid. I think you guys can figure that out, right? It's like borrowed's like what we used to call a joint venture. And he was like, hey, Lou, do you have a takeaway? I said, yeah, I sit around and wait. Like I borrow traffic all the time. AKA, can you be on my podcast? Can you speak at my event? Can you talk to my mastermind? That's borrowed audience. I said, but I've never actually thought about going and reaching out to people saying, hey, you want me on your podcast? You want me at your event? You want me on? I just never thought about that. I kind of just sit back and wait for people to ask me. I said, so I think I'm going to, like, a couple times a month or something, we'll put something out and I'll ask my clients. He goes, Lou, no. I was like, what? He's like, North Star. I go, what do you mean North Star? Like, what are you talking about? He goes, I want you to have a North Star. What podcast do you want to be on, or what event do you want to speak at that is like way out there, way beyond? I knew exactly which one it was, and I knew exactly which one. I'm not telling you guys because I keep some stuff to myself. And I was like, oh, I know that. He goes, good, go after that. As soon as I got off there, I was like, okay, that's my North Star. I don't need to figure out the how. I just need to make moves. And instead of being like, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm like, that's the North Star. That's my perspective. My vision's now on the North Star. Guess what? Let's put out a daily talk show on Instagram, on social media. Why? Because one day we'll get up, be somewhere and be like, well, I do this daily thing. You want to come on it? I do this daily thing where we do da-da. When I started, I had 3 viewers. Now I have 3 million. Do you want to like da-da-da? Okay, great. What's the next thing? See, now I'm not sitting here going, nobody's buying my stuff. This sucks. That's actually how I pout. So I'm not like making fun of anybody. I'm just showing you real life. Nobody's buying. This sucks. What am I doing wrong? Who am I? What's a blah, 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 whatever. Now I don't even go there because I think North Star. And interesting enough, I got tatted last year. I've always wanted tattoos. I now have 4, and they're like little stickers everywhere. But my husband drew me a star, and we put it like right here somewhere. But when you look at it, it's actually a North Star because the incredible tattooer, she made the top point like tall or whatever. So it's like point. Anyways, it's a whole thing. And my husband's like, Lou, you've had the North Star this whole time. I'm like, oh, what? My only perspective is the North Stars of my life. Or the diamonds now. Like, it's everything. I don't think about who's not buying, because if you're thinking about what's not happening, you can't think about what is happening. Can you smile and frown at the same time? No. So what makes you think you can think negative and positive at the same time? What makes you think you can be like, money is amazing and I love it, but I don't make any? You can't do that. That's not real. That doesn't happen. Oh, did I go too far? Nope. Okay. And then I talked about what if. Most what ifs are like, what if this doesn't work? What if I suck? What if it breaks? What if no one buys? I want you just to shift it. This is a magic wand in my world. I learned this about 5 years ago and I was like, holy shit, this actually works. And now it's like part of me. And I will now, when I'm journaling, I don't have affirmations of I am happy. I literally like, what if I do this? What if I create this? What if everybody buys? What if the diamond business model takes off? What if we bring back the piggy bank plan? What if I'm seen as the piggy bank millionaire again? What if, and that's my journaling. That's my affirmations, because what if is so freaking powerful. It's the context you're using it in. Well, we could do that. Well, what if it doesn't work? Well, I love to go to the casino. I budget for it, but I love going to the casino. I don't walk in there going, what if I lose all my money? I go, what if I put in a penny slot and like $300 pops out? Oh my gosh. And I do very well at casinos. I do very well. Okay. I play penny slots. You like think like Lou walk in there and play like the craps tables, and I don't know how to do any of that stuff. But like, I guess I'm learning in a few weeks. My son's going to take me. He wants to teach me. I'm like, oh God. See, I don't have confidence in that, but give me a slot machine. I got confidence, right? But it's like this energy of like, if you're going to walk into a casino and go, what if I lose all my money? Okay. Don't walk in. Just don't go. Okay. I think in our profit mastermind, we should totally have a casino night. Like literally, I should take you guys to the casino. I will gift you some money and we go play the slots. Like what a vibe. Never done clients at a casino. Like, would that be a thing? The profit mastermind. Here we are at the casino. Okay. But I'm also the other person who takes video and stuff in a casino. And here in Canada, it's against the law, but we just do it anyways. Say Isaac, you got to follow us in with a camera. That would be hilarious. But anyways, back to this. What if? Write in the chat right now. What if? What if? And then enter that in. Okay. I want to hear it from you. I want to hear from you. What if? What if something? What if this works? What if this is amazing? What if something? I want to hear. Okay. I want to hear from you. I want to read them out loud. Put them in the chat. Can I just tell you, what if you were the happiest you've ever been? You know? What if you were just one of the happiest you've ever been? It can be that simple. Lean into easy. Okay. So here's what I want to share with you. If you saw yourself today, you saw yourself in today, in the chat, did anything I share with you, like you went, oh yeah, or I see that, or I can feel that? Anything in here give you like a little what if? Okay, let's go here. What if I get my neck phone holder and start doing YouTube videos and teach people? Yes, go get it. See, to me, that'd be a good leverage investment. What if I made $30,000 a month? Yeah, Patty, what if you did? Oh, freaking, I'm waiting for Patty to do that. That'd be so good. What if I bring in 10K before the end of the month? Let's go. What if I just get paid for who I am? Oh, I can do this. Why am I wasting this? I'm like going, let's go. Yay, yay. I have all the awesome things here. Okay. What if I made my first 100K year in 2026? You can totally do that. You can totally do that. This is so good. Okay. And then I said, do you guys see yourself? You said, yes, I've seen so many things. So a couple of things I want to tell you is that when it comes to all of the wealth codes, we can make money and it doesn't feel stable because we don't have our programming. You have months that look good and months that scare you. Hello, I've had this. Maybe you avoid your bank account when it dips. You overthink investments because cash feels unpredictable. You reset financial goals every month instead of building momentum. You can't see the full slide. Okay, hold on. Oh, that is very weird. Okay, thank you. Can you see it now? We'll just do it this way. That's really weird. Okay, you can see it now, right? We're good? What if someone joins my sewing membership? Yeah, let's go. I don't know why it's sharing that. Let me just try and stop share screen and reshare. I've never had that before. Hold on a sec, guys. Let's do a reset. But it might not work. Okay. I'll just make her smaller. Nope. Why are you going bigger? Oh, that's weird. You have to go up to go down. That's a new one. Okay. That's really weird. Okay, you can see most of it. I think we're cool now, okay? Your words are working well. Okay, good. Now I can't see it. Thanks. No, I'm only kidding. Okay, but you avoid your bank account balance when it dips. You overthink investments because cash feels unpredictable. You reset financial goals every month instead of building momentum. You're smart, but your money feels messy. You know you're meant for more, but systems don't match ambition. Here's what I want you to know. Hold on, I gotta go find my piece. Now y'all can see what's coming. Here's the truth. You can see that. Okay. Wealth frequency without structure creates volatility. This is why a lot of energetic money coaches and sales coaches come work with me. I just realized when I do this, you guys can't see my hands. I don't know how much I did this today, but okay. But that's why they come work with me, because they've mastered the energetics, they mastered the selling, but it feels volatile because they have no plans. It is so important that as we build and reprogram our codes, that we actually are creating a structure. Okay. Strategy without money leadership creates anxiety. Sales without cash management creates pressure. Growth without awareness creates burnout. Y'all feel this? Because here's the thing, you don't actually need another mindset download. You just got to come hang out with me. That's what you need. No, I'm kidding. Not really, but I'm kidding. Okay. Keep writing your what ifs, and I'm reading these after. But you do need a place where you learn how to hold money, you lead your numbers, you build a repeatable cash structure, you calm your nervous system. I'm like, calm your nerves, okay? Around money, and you stop reacting and you start deciding. This is what we do inside the Cash Flow Club. Okay. This is a really cool membership that I've created. We have weekly money leadership frameworks, aka we have a call every single week. We do a strategic call, we do an energetic call, we do a hot seat coaching call, and we have a community call, which I know there's Cash Club crazies in here, and she's like, I love the Cash Flow Club. They will tell you, like, they loved that community call. We just started that last month. I give you cash flow clarity system, step-by-step structure to track, allocate, and plan, ongoing accountability. We even have like cash champions, community champions inside of our hub. And no, it's not a Facebook group, to support you as well. Okay. Step-by-step structure to track, allocate, and plan. We're working through our money dates right now. Ongoing accountability, so you stop resetting. People reset with their money all the time. We don't need a reset. We need to like relieve some things. Okay. A room of women building calm, powerful cash foundations, and it supports the support that bridges energy and execution. Swear to God, this is not hype. This is how I train money. Okay. So what I do want you to know is people going through the Cash Flow Club, they check their bank account without flinching. They make decisions from clarity, not fear. They stop swinging. Yeah, I don't have my glasses on. Swinging between I'm rich and I'm screwed. I mean, that's an intrusive thought. Let's just stop that one. They build consistent, calm cash flow. Okay. They feel power, not panic around money. And I know this is one of the main pieces that a lot of women in business are looking for. So if you're ready, and I showed you today what is possible, and you know you don't want another month of guessing, the Cash Flow Club is your next step. Okay. Not someday, not when you make more money, because it doesn't actually have that big of an investment, but now. Okay. Now, so you can finally build the foundation that holds everything you're calling in. See, everybody wants to go and invest in someone who helps them make more money by selling. I'll go get a sales coach. They'll teach me what to build and what to make and how to sell it. Okay. But who's teaching you how to hold it? Because that's where you're missing. That's where you're missing. Okay. If you join the Cash Club, you get instant access to my business money blueprint training and templates. It is absolutely sick. It is the simplest and easiest way to build a foundation for your business money, your business foundation, your financial foundation for your business. What I'm trying to say. Lou Unleashed is 315 audio trainings. People love them. If Lolis is still on here, it's one of her favorites. We have your money activation audio, just a really quick audio through podcast that you can hear. And then Make Debt Your Bitch Experience, one of the best programs. It's all audios that I have ever created. Along with this, you also get the Path to Quick Cash. No, that's not what it's called. It's called the Quick Path to Cash. I think I need to change the name, ladies. I've been doing this for 4 months. I can't get it right. The Quick Path to Cash. I can show you within 5 3-minute videos how we can stack profit in your business. Okay. I got what you need to get you where you need to go, so you start feeling in control and powerful with your money. This is where we do structure, strategy, identity, and power. Okay. Where are we? Okay. So here's the thing. You don't need another month of, I'll just try and figure this out, or let me be the ostrich in the sand. You need to take leadership. So you can join the Cash Club for $88 a month or $880 a year. If you go monthly, there's no commitment. You can cancel anytime. This is the time for you to decide decide you're the woman who handles her money. So I'm going to give you the link in the chat, but here's what I want you to also know. I have a bonus for anybody who joins in the next 24 hours, aka February 14th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Anyone who joins basically in the next 24 to 36 hours of this live training, we're going to do a money leadership group call together. Okay, come to get coached, bring your numbers, leave with clarity. It's going to be awesome. But again, just a heads up, that call is only good if you jump into the Cash Club before the end of Saturday, February the 14th. Give yourself a Valentine's gift to get better with your money. Really, really, really important. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop to you guys the Cash Club link. I did this the other day. I was like, where did it go? Because I have so many freaking windows open. Anybody else? It's kind of like our brains. There she goes. All right. So let me go see what you guys are all writing, what you're thinking. If you're in the Cash Club, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. We just changed the name BTW from the Cash Club to the Cash Flow Club because I need the flow. Made more sense to go with that. Okay, let me go up and see what our what ifs are, and then we'll wrap this up. I'm looking. Where I read that one. What if I did that one? Okay, I did that one. What if someone messages me today and is like, I want to pay you XYZ, and my retainer clients are sold out? Love that. Yes, please, more. If we can't see the slides in full, you zoomed away. I don't know what I did. That's fine. What if someone joins my sewing membership? What if I start a sourdough membership? What if I earn enough money to pay bills from publishing my fiction writing? Oh my gosh, that's so good. Love to hang out with you too, guys. This is great. What if we take over our in-laws' house and move there the next 5 years? Okay. What if I get 2 new bookkeeping clients this month? Easy peasy. What if I find the beach house this month? Yes. What if I find a place I can host a sewing workshop? Guys, do you feel the energy is already different? All these like what ifs, come on. I love this so much. What if I find my romantic sexual life partner this year and we also end up being best friends? Yes, please, more of that. Dana's like, I'm taking that one. Thank you. Big fan of Lou Unleashed. Make Debt Your Bitch was so good. Totally agree. Okay. We did it. We're at the end of the very last training ever. We retire Infinite Wealth Codes officially. Kind of sad. But if you want to learn more from me, someone who went from $3 from bankruptcy to a net seven-figure net worth into multi-seven-figure net worth, who understands simplicity when it comes to managing your money, I help you manage it. I help you enjoy it. I help you love it. I help it stick. One of the things we do, I help it stick. I just help you make it really super easy. I'm not talking investment portfolios. I'm not talking crypto. I'm not talking all the things that everyone talks about when it comes to cash flow. I'm literally like, let's start at A. Can we get money in your bank account and can we get you paid? That's the goal. So if you want to work with me on energetics and you want to work with me on the strategy of your money and literally step into my weekly money date and get all the templates and everything that you need, the Cash Club is the place to be. When this renders and we get it put up, I will send you guys the replay. I will send you the Wealth Frequency Playbook, a gift of mine to you. And I will also send you the link for the Cash Club. Just remember, you got 24 hours now, like February 14th, 11:59 p.m. to get that additional bonus of the money leadership call. Okay? Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you're new here, hope to see you again. If you're not new here, I'll see you next week. Okay? We'll talk soon. Bye for now.